So hello everyone. So this is the video 2 for another out of like 12 sources. So in this video I would be talking about state organized crime. So state organized crime refers to like illegal actions carried out by the government officials in their official roles. Mm, So it is defined as crimes committed by the state representatives while doing their jobs. So these crimes can include like all different sorts of state crimes, which is consists of illegal surveillance, assassinations, coups, and wars that break international laws. So because government controlled what is considered as a crime, they rarely hold themselves as they rarely hold themselves accountable for it. For example, if US had lost the war against Japan, um, then dropping the atomic bombs on Japan might have seen as a war crime. Similarly, many military actions taken by the US presidents could be considered illegal under like international law, but they're rarely prosecuted. So the subcategories under like state crimes would be, the first one is like um illegal surveillance. So illegal surveillance refers to the government agencies like secretly spying on individuals without legal permission, often violating privacy rights and laws. For example, in the US, agencies like FBI, CIA, and NSA, they have been caught spying on people without permission. They have targeted civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., political activists, and even ordinary citizens. So a famous example is like Edward Snowden's 2013 revelations, which showed that the NSA was secretly collecting personal data, including political opinions, medical records, and even private online activities. Governments have used this information to discredit or blackmail critics, making illegal surveillance a powerful tool for like controlling opposition. And the next one is coup d'états. So coup d'états is like sudden or like illegal overthrow of a government, usually by force or deception, often led by like military leaders or like government insiders who want to take power. So a simple explanation would be a coup happens when a government is forcefully removed, often by its own military or like powerful political groups. So it is usually violent and undemocratic. So throughout history, coups have been used to take control of countries. One of the famous example is when the CIA actually helped to overthrow Iran's Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh in 1953 because he took control of Iran's oil from British Empire. And the US has also supported coups in countries like Guatemala and Chile to remove leaders who oppose American like corporate interests. So the next step is like illegal wars. So what are illegal wars? So illegal wars are military invasions or conflicts stated without a valid reason under international law, or a war is illegal if it is not for self-defense or lacks approval from the United Nations Security Council. And a very simple explanation for this would be an illegal war happens when a country attacks another without a lawful reason. For example, the US invasion of Iraq in 2003 was illegal because it was not in self-defense and was not approved by the UN. And the US government falsely claimed that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction and was linked to the 9/11 attacks to justify the war. So this misinformation led to massive destruction and loss of life, but no leaders were held accountable for this. So the last one would be war profiteering. So war profiteering is when companies, banks, or individuals make huge financial gains from wars by selling weapons, supplies, or services. So often at inflated price or through corruption and fraud. So a very simple explanation for this is like war is big business for corporations that sell weapons, fuel, food, and supplies to the military. And companies like Lockheed Martin and Halliburton make like billions of dollars from wars. Sometimes politicians like US Vice President Dick Cheney have ties to these companies and push for war because it benefits them financially. Fraud and waste are common, with billions of dollars going unaccounted for. Because war is profitable for certain businesses, some experts believe it leads to more wars. Thank you very much.